Well, you probably found this video because you've pulled out your filter and it turned out to be this big old thing. It's an Aprilaire 2200 filter. I know the first time I had to change it, it wasn't easy. So I thought I'd just show you real quick how to do it. And it's not too bad. So once you get it out of there, you're gonna have to find these two tabs. There are these little round holes in the sides. There's one on both sides, and you just pop this open like that. And then, once you have this, you can pull all of these off. And don't worry, they kind of feel like they're gonna break, but they don't. Just have a good hand on the base part, and they'll just pop off. These are the combs. Probably the least favorite part of doing this are dealing with the combs. So you can pull those out for right now. And then here's this. You can tell, boy, ours really needed changing. So now, once I have the combs out, I can take these sides off. And you just pop this open on each side and kind of get it by the end. So I'm gonna pop this side open and get it around the end. And now you can just lift this whole filter out. I like to do this outside because I want all this dirt that we've been accumulating out of the house, not inside. Got another one I just did. All right, so now it's ready. You know, if you wanted to, you could wash that out. Ours isn't too bad. And here is the new filter. So what you do is there's these little cardboard sides, and they're gonna hook in. You didn't see it, but they were hooked into the side slats that first time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them, and underneath this plastic piece, I'm gonna, first push this up as far as it'll go, up under the lip. If you don't do this, you're gonna have to take it apart and do it again. So up over the lip, so they're really kind of pushed in against the top. And then you just sort of spread it out, and it goes into these little hooks on each side. There's these little cardboard hooks. I'm sorry, little hooks for the cardboard. They're out of plastic. Here's the other one. There's two on each side. Okay, and this cardboard should be lined up with the end if you got this part all lined up correctly. So now I get this side, I put this in, and this one. And once I have all four, I'm cooking with fire. So you just take this and slip it by the edge, and then you should hear 3 snaps on each side. There's 1, 2, 3. So that's all snapped in. And over here, I'll slip it by the end. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now it's snapped in there, and now comes the real fun. Now this isn't too bad. So I kind of just gonna spread these out a little bit to make my life easier. And then we'll put those combs back in. And what I found is the first one is the hardest. And all you gotta do is just kind of go at an angle. I think works the best. And the smaller ones go up against the end. And you just sort of slip this down over the top. See? If you get it wrong, you have to go back and do it all the way over. I mean, probably the Aprilaire police aren't gonna come get you if you don't get it right. But, you know, I can pay anybody to get it wrong. I want it to be right, so. Anyway, here we go. You just sort of slip it by each one of these till each one has just one little filter in it. Or one little fold in it, I should say. Okay. Getting close now. Let's see if you beat me. There we go. Okay. Now I think I'm pretty close. Now I can kind of slide this back and forth and force them to be like that. Now this one is, you know, a little bit easier. There we go. And now you got it taken care of. Once you get 2 of them in there, then it makes it super easy to put them in like this. Okay, now just look for the slots, and they'll go, there's little indentions, and they slip right in there. You hear them kind of click in when you got it right. There we go. Not as easy as just the old time ones where you just drop a new filter in there, but it isn't too bad, and it's kind of nice. You don't have to do this very often. Okay, and still I have a few little messed up ones here. I want to make sure they're pretty well spaced out. Looks pretty good. Now you just take the end, pop it up into place. It should just snap in. You're all set. Here's a nice thing too. There is a direction on this. You'll notice, let's see here. I think on the end, it shows you where the airflow is supposed to go through towards the furnace when you put it in. But because of these slots, you can only put it in there one way. So it should be really easy to put it in. You just slide it in, close the door, and you're all set. Hope it works for you.